What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy ATruckerNamedJay, checking in, man, with another video. Uh, we're gonna get back to our regularly scheduled programs, man. We gonna get away from all this extra shit. Because all this shit has been very, very random. Came out of nowhere, so it is what it is. All of the apologies that I'm gonna give have been issued. Shout out to the parks. It is what it is. Um, and shout out to everybody in whatever type of relationship you want to be in. Hey man, have a ball. You only get one life, so I'm not here to tell nobody what to do. What I want to talk to y'all real quick about is just simply what YouTube has taught me. Not so much just this specific situation, but just what I've learned from being on this app since 2015, between this channel and my other channel. And that is simply that you can't get lost in the sauce, man. Can't get lost in the sauce. We like to get up here and act like we have, in some situations, like real brotherhood, real friendships, real connections. And sometimes that may be the case. Very rare, though. A lot of friendships that have happened on or created on YouTube have deteriorated. I mean, you think of all the groups: Team RG, YTTA, RTI. I don't even know if RTI is still a thing, but all the different groups and cliques of people who have once been best friends, now they're enemies. I mean, I think, what was it, Little Dog and the little guy, whatever, they were friends, and I don't know. I think they had issues. Like, everyone has had issues with each other. And I'm under the belief now is because no one came on this app being genuine. I'm under that belief. I'm under the belief that everyone came on this app with motives. And I think that everyone's motives may be different. Some may have had good intentions. I feel like my motives when I first got on YouTube was to replicate what I was seeing, which was people sharing their journey, sharing their pain, their experiences at, in personal life and trucking, which is why I put a lot of my personal business out there. That's just always been my content, to a fault. I've put out probably too much of my information, but that's just what my channel has been. I guess I was under the assumption that I could get up here and create a family of friends. You know what I mean? Like, my introduction into this was like, these some cool people. Like, this could really be something. I ain't never seen nothing like this. A bunch of black men coming together, and actually doing something positive. But as I've learned over the years, man, eventually jealousy, envy, hatred, and ignorance will always find a way to ruin shit. Especially with this internet thing. I don't know what it is about this attention drug that consumes people so much to where it becomes priority over everything. Friendships, integrity, respect. It's all about attention. And I think what YouTube also has taught me is that you have to be yourself no matter what, no matter who you're around, no matter what clique of people you're around. If you have to change who you are or how you act to be around a certain group of people, then 9 times out of 10 you shouldn't be around that group of people. That's just what it is. Too many times have I adapted myself and gone along with things that I didn't agree with just to continue to be associated with people because I felt like these were my friends, and I'm like, man, you know what, I don't agree with this that he does, or I don't agree with that this person does, but this is my man, so I'm gonna ride with him. And what I've learned is that's just, you have to find your own path. When I came on YouTube, I was lost, and I didn't stand for anything. And as the saying goes, stand for something or fall for anything. And I failed. I mean, you guys watch me. I failed for anything. You could have told me anything in 2016, and I would have believed it. I would have went with it, and I would have stood on it. You know what I mean? And I think the difference between where I was then and where I am now is that I stand on shit and I don't hide from shit. And I have a lot more confidence in myself, which is the message that I was trying to relay over the last couple of days. But what I see is happening is that people just want to get stuck on Jay, the old Jay, and it's cool, man. That's fine. That's just the type of people you have to understand you're dealing with sometimes, that some people will never forgive you for anything that you've done, but yet they expect the same forgiveness for things that they have done. It's just a double standard, and it's not right. It's really unfair. But nonetheless, that's what it is, man. And you have to understand that you just got to move on from it. You can't go through life looking for validation or acceptance from people who really don't have meaning in your life anyways. You know what I mean? So for anybody who's looking to start a YouTube channel, the best thing that I can tell you is to be very careful of the people who you associate yourself with on and off the internet. Make sure you have solid people around you. Make sure you have people that don't mind correcting you when you're wrong. Make sure you have people who don't mind offending you sometimes to let you know you're wrong, and be open to other perspectives from other people if you're going to get on the internet. Don't come up here and just be so bold and so arrogant in a stance that you just cut off any other potential opinion or potential information that may help you. Just don't do that. I did that for so long, just cutting. I didn't want to hear anything from anybody else that anybody had to say, because I had a certain, information I was getting from certain people. And the minute I opened up my mind to other possibilities and other things, man, it just, the money increased. A lot of things increased, like the job hopping that I've done. People has knocked me for it, but experiencing all these different things, I feel like, has prepared me to do what I'm supposed to be doing as a business owner. You know what I mean? The things that I'm going to be doing, the things that I'm doing in the next couple of years, will be a direct result of my job hopping. Will be a direct result of all the different experiences and things that I've had a chance to tap into. And I think it's a beautiful thing. YouTube has taught me nobody's perfect. And you have to be accountable for that. You have to understand that you're going to make mistakes. And most importantly, you have to forgive yourself when you make those mistakes, because they're not going to forgive you, as you guys have seen over the last couple of days. No matter how old the mistake may be, no matter how little you may feel the mistake is, people will never let go. They will never forget you. They'll never forgive you. And people love to have things to use against you, especially in the Black community. People just love having dirt on each other. I don't know why that is, but that's just the case, and then I just don't never operate like that, because I have the dirt. God knows I have the dirt, and they know I have the dirt, but I just never operated under the mindset of, I'm going to use this dirt against you, not if I looked at you as a real friend. But anyways, what YouTube has also taught me is you got to understand that people are going to ride the wave. What do you mean by that, Jay? I mean that whatever's trending in some way, shape, or fashion, people are going to speak on it. For example, like I told Sunshine and Jay, is once you put it on the internet, it's out there. So like I already know it's going to be probably videos made about this whole situation, and that's fine, man. The game is the game. You know what I mean? Hell, I seen Party Hard made a live feed for whatever reason talking about me. Because I don't know why. I don't know what Party Hard's fixation is with me. He spoke on me last year. He spoke on me back in 2018. And to be honest, man, I don't think there's a YouTuber who has been farther from my mind than Party Hard. And for whatever reason, he still finds a way to incorporate me in his vocabulary. Which for whatever reason, I have no idea. I have nothing against the brother. We had some back and forths back in the day, but we talked since then, so it really ain't no reason for us to have an issue. But for whatever reason, you keep bringing me up, man. But it's cool, bro. Hey, do what you do for your content, man. It's YouTube, so I understand how shit works. That's the wave that's going on right now, so you trying to get in on the wave. Hey, man, whatever. It's cool, bro. And again, even like I say with dirt, I could come up here and say all kind of crazy and expose situations about Party Hard. I know what he worked. I know what he doing, but for what? What comes from that? You know what I mean? And that's my point. Like, what comes from this? You know what I mean? What comes from putting each other out there? What comes from exposing secrets and things like that? What comes from that? You know what I'm saying? I'm always concerned with the intent in things. What is your intentions with this? You know what I mean? And what I've learned specifically in the last couple of days is that People have people have shady intentions. That's the only thing that's the only way that I can make sense of all this. People have shady intentions because the way that I look at it in this situation, in closing, Jay has always been Jay. Like me, love me, hate me, whatever. Jay has always been Jay. I've always been one way. And have I made mistakes? Absolutely. But have I done things to Reddit the type of reaction that I've gotten? I don't think so. Because there's nothing that has happened recently to spark such dramatic reaction. You know what I mean? From everybody. I mean, the whole All-Star team came and tried to take your boy out. You know what I mean? And it's just like the only thing that, again, that makes sense to me, the only difference from me from now and maybe last year, the year before last, is my success, my growth, and listening to, people talk. You sit down, and when you're able to, detach the emotion from it, you can hear, the way people speak in regards to my fleet. You can hear how people speak in regards to my referral money. And you can hear the tone that reflects that of jealousy. You can hear the tone that reflects that of hate. And, if I'm being honest, I've never thought that I came up here and have been real braggadocious about my fleet, man. I mean, the work that I have to put in behind the scenes to maintain my fleet is not nothing to brag on, bro. I didn't spend over 10 G's in maintenance in the last 60 days. I'm not bragging on that shit. What are you talking about? I feel like I've been the most humble, and I know this, you can't kind of say that because that's kind of like a narcissist trait to call yourself humble, but I feel like I've been more humble in the last 6 months to a year than my entire trucking career. I talked all kind of shit in the past, but I feel like, if anything, and that's what's so crazy to me, again, in closing, because I do want to close this out, is that, people say subliminals and they say this, they say that, say this, say that. But in the last year, the only thing you heard come out of my mouth is VL. That's it. The only time you see me in any other kind of mess was when I was on somebody else's platform. Surprise, surprise. So, you know what I mean? So the best way that I can move forward, the best way that I can separate myself from this is to keep doing what I've been doing. Actions speak louder than words. I can come up here and talk for 4 hours and try to explain to people how I've changed as a person and how I'm not the same person that I was from 4 years ago or 3 years ago or whatever. But I'm just gonna let my actions speak, man. Let my actual real life situation speak for myself. I work from home. I'm creating businesses. I've been able to create a business for my wife. Like, for example, she got orders. We bought this new Jordan for all of us, for the family, and she's already creating orders for custom shirts for that Jordan. You know what I mean? That's the type of things that we're focusing on. Creating businesses, creating generational wealth. Trying to create things to pass down to our kids. That's what I've been speaking on this platform of late. And like I said, in the last year, that's been the focus of this channel. So for anybody to try to say otherwise, they just misinformed and they're just riding the wave and they're just going along with everyone else is saying. But anybody who truly has been watching me can tell you that I'm not on what they would assume that I'm on, but it's cool. So 14 minutes, so I'm gonna close it up, man. Listen, man, moving forward, we're gonna get back talking about the money. Shout out to VL Money Team. Hey, man, I don't know why they hating on us so much, Money Team, but they hating, boy. They can't stand the fact that we making money at VL. I don't understand why. I truly don't. But it's the same thing when Prime was popping. It's the same thing when Travel Loco was popping. You know what I'm saying? It was RST. It's the same thing. You know what I mean? When people get on and start making money, people feel some type of way for it. I think it's just sad, though, that it's your own people's. And for me, I think it's sad that the people that I claim that I fuck with seem to be hating on it more than anything. I haven't gotten any hate from anybody else about my fleet or referral money. That's the first time I heard that. Like, damn, y'all feel that way about my money, my come up? wow, that's crazy. But again, what YouTube has taught me, man, everybody ain't your friend, and like I kind of said, very briefly in the other live feeds, when you have a lot of people having side conversations, in situations like this arise, you can tell by what people are saying, what exactly is being said behind the scenes. And I think that's the biggest thing for me is like, oh, okay, word. Interesting. Very, very interesting. So, in closing, my only message to the quote unquote other side, hey, man, be careful who around you. That's all I can say. Sleep with one eye open because I sleep with both closed with my CPAP on and I sleep amazing. I don't got to worry about nobody stabbing me in my back no more. I don't got to worry about nobody trying to take advantage of me no more. I don't got to worry about looking over my shoulder anymore. I'm good. I know for a fact the people that is left in my circle now, I know they solid. I ain't got to have a second thought. But, some other people, man, you got some serious conversations that you may need to have because, the people that you think is for you may not really be for you in the way that you think. But it is what it is, man. As always, man, y'all know the vibe. Stay safe, stay positive, stay productive, man. We're going to get back to this money. Shout out to the money team, man. We're going to keep getting this bag up. We're going into this third quarter. Everything looking smooth, looking good. I should have these fuel cards coming in the next couple of weeks. So we're going to see how that's going to go. And then I'm going to make a video probably later this week. Let y'all know how this whole... I had one of my trucks got in an accident, so we're going through the process of that. So I'll let you know how that go. But besides that, man, everything is great, man. Shout out to my 3 drivers. They still out there doing their thing, running hard, making money for their families, making good money. I actually talked to all 3 of them today, so they all in good spirits. You know what I mean? Somebody said, "Oh, this might affect you and your drivers." No, my drivers know better. They know that I would never, ever in a million years let this affect their money and their stability with this company. Never. It would never happen. You understand? But that's all I got, man. I hope that people keep my name out their mouth, especially when some of y'all are a random drug test away from not being a truck driver anymore. But it is what it is, man. Do what you want to do. Just do it without my name. That's all I ask. Just leave me out of it. I don't got no issue with nobody. I don't want no issue with nobody. And I hope people feel the same way. Keep my name out your mouth. Do what you gonna do. I'm gonna keep doing what I've been doing because I've been doing it well. And we'll see who's still here at the finish line, man. That's all I got. As always, man, y'all know, stay safe, stay positive, stay productive, God, family, trucking. And remember, man, keep pushing because your goals are closer than what you think you is. And just remember, when you get to those goals, the people that you started with may not be the people you finish with, but that's okay. It's a part of life, man. I'm gone.